Hi you guys, welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to be trying out the LYS foundation, but this time I will try it out with a matte primer. I've previously done a foundation review of this particular foundation. It's the Triple Fix Serum Foundation, and I have done this, and however I used the primer that came with it, and let's just say that it doesn't quite work for my skin because my skin is very hydrating. Well, because I have oily combination skin. I paired up the hydrating primer with the hydrating foundation, and I guess that just didn't work very well for my skin. And so this time I want to try out something different. I want to try the foundation, but this time with a matte primer. Alright, so this time around I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Pore Blur Primer. I recently got this. I've actually tried this. This is my second, I think, or third time trying this, using it, and I really like it. So I just take a little bit like that, press it, and focus it on right here, which is my pores. And I'll also focus in on the rest of like my cheeks right here, because that's where I have like the most, I guess you could say, like imperfection or flaw. I have acne scars and all of that, guys. I'm gonna add another step to it, and I'm gonna use the Farsali liquid powder. This is the oil balancing serum with fresh pink clay. And I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna rub it, but the most thing is I'm trying to really get up here, which is where like I would most likely get oiliness, and then right here as well. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use like 2 pumps, okay? I'm gonna use my brush, dab, 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 dab. Oh, and by the way, this is in the shade DPG1. If you want like a thorough review on this foundation, I will probably link it up if I haven't already. But click on the eye and you'll be able to see it. I think what I'm realizing is with the brush, I get more coverage. I think so. I use the brush for I tried out the Gucci foundation with the matte primer as well. And I did use the brush for that as well. So I'm like, okay. I don't quite have a shade in this foundation. Whatever come together. So what I'm trying to see is whether or not it dries down matte, because I think the issue, if I'm not mistaken, or when I tried it out the first time, was that it didn't dry down matte because I used a hydrating primer. And this is obviously a hydrating foundation. I'm gonna use one more pump. Okay, so it's giving me like slight medium coverage. Oh, this is nice. It dried down matte. I like it. It did dry down matte, and I didn't even use all of the last pump that I did. I'm gonna pile it up though. I feel like the brush is better to apply a serum foundation or hydrating foundation for sure. The more I keep like obviously like blending it, if that makes sense, it's going to eventually like, you know, get to matte like this one has. Yeah. Anyways, I think that brings me to the mid part of this video. I'm going to wear makeup for about, it's currently 3 o'clock, so I've had this foundation on for the past 30 minutes now. 3 o'clock, so 2:30 to about 4:30. Yeah, so I'll probably come back at 4:30 just to show you guys what this looks like, because I did a 2-hour wear on the previous video of when I tried this foundation on with its primer. So I want to see the difference in 2 hours with what this gives me versus what that gave me. Okay, and then we'll be able to compare and contrast and figure out whether or not it's even worth it for oily girls like me to go ahead and get this foundation, which I'm hoping that it is, because obviously I want to support and continue to use it. However, it just needs to work with my skin, because if it doesn't, it's just like it ain't gonna work, sis. You feel me? So I think that's it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add more powder just to be able to try to blot it out without using, like, you know, without taking the product off, because I do have to run off now. I feel like, to be honest, it is obviously giving me oil and shine. I do want to say that I'm already seeing, like, there's a glow. You feel me? I mean, I see the highlighter, but without the highlighter, there is a glow. There's a glow right here. There's a glow right here. There's still a glow. So clearly my matte primer, I don't know. Hopefully, I'm just hoping. But I see the glow. I see the glow now. I just know that obviously going out and doing whatever I have to do, it's just going to intensify it a lot because it's not cold outside. Okay, the sun is out. So anyways, I'll be back to show you guys what that looks like. Alright, you guys, so it has been 3.5 hours, I believe, almost 4. And look at my face. I'm kind of excited because I feel like my theory is working. Of course, I do need to blot, okay? But I really like my theory. My theory is that LYS can work for oily skin. However, we do need to use a matte primer. So if LYS can give us a matte primer though, that would be bomb. And I don't know who's flying at this time of the evening. I actually thought I would have more oil, but because I wasn't really sure how it's going to work with the LYS serum foundation, okay? But I really think it will work. I think you just have to remember to blot. It's been 3.5 hours. So in the real world, I'll probably have had to blot before that. I really like this foundation, to be honest. It is, like I said, giving me medium coverage. I obviously love medium to full coverage. So this is not too far away from what I was looking for. Except, of course, for the whole, like, serum-y grease, not grease, I don't want to say it's not greasy, but except for all of, you know, the glowiness that I'm seeing, I would have rather my glowiness and not necessarily the foundation's glowiness. So I think that that's gonna be something that I hope that Love Yourself founder and brand works towards, is to give us a matte primer for all of us who have oily skin. Clearly the foundation is just not it, honestly, especially with the primer. The primer is obviously good if I was to use like a matte foundation. So either I would honestly prefer them to give us a matte foundation because I really love the way that this looks. I love the finish, like I said. The only issue that I have is obviously the serums, okay, that was added to it. That brings me to the end of this foundation review with the matte primer. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down below. Also, let me know what kind of videos you guys want me to do next. And yes, I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Don't forget to be kind to yourself as well as others around you. Wow, okay, all right. I gotta go to Sephora now, so bye now.